Hi guys, my name is Bronwyn Stewart. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be making a very simple accordion card. Those who have crafted with me before know that one, I like to make fun fold cards. So this is going to be one of those, and also I like to make cards that utilize my DSP and use it up as much as possible, and this is a fun way to do that, and it also shows the beautiful two sides of our DSP. Now this is the card that we're going to be making, and you can see that it folds out like so. And I do think that this could be very easily adapted and make some beautiful Christmas cards at the moment if that's what you're looking at doing as well. So we might as well start. So firstly you need a piece of DSP, so I'm using the hand penned DSP, and that measures 5.5 by 12 inches. Now I've already pre-scored this, so it's going to be scored at 4, 6 and 8 inches. So you can see I'm going to fold it inside out first in that middle score along the paper or the pattern side that isn't the one that I'm using. I'll fold it in on the first score there, and then I'm going to fold it again on that outside score. So that's the simple component of the card. Okay, from there we have for the inside of the card there, so for the outside, sorry, I've got a piece of Misty Moonlight which measures 3 by 4, and I've also got some basic white which is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that's that size there, and that's going to adhere to the front when you stamp it. You also need another piece of Misty Moonlight, which is the back section of your card, so you're going to glue on as so. What are the measurements for that? All right, I'll come back to that. I'll post that in, actually I can use my scoreboard and that'll tell me how long it is. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's for your back section. And for your inside, you'll also need another piece of basic white, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so I guess the best place to start is our stamping. So I'm going to use the flower that's out of the hand penned petals, and we're going to be using quite a few little components out of there. So firstly I'm going to stamp in basic grey the outside of my flower. So I just need to leave a bit of room at the top to put my greeting as well. So stamp that there. While you've got the grey as well, if you wanted to, I've also got the little dotties that are out of that same stamp set. And I'm just going to put some there, some there, some there. And if you can hear that in the background, that's not me slurping away, that's my puppy Indy, who's decided to have a little drink at the moment. Okay, so that's done. I'm also going to do my greeting, which I'm using garden green. You can see I've got a very super old stamp pad here for that one. And that is just the congratulations again out of the hand penned set. So hopefully I get that nice and straight. Okay. So to colour my flowers, I'm using the pale papaya. Actually, I'll get that out of the way for now. And to colour that in on your hand pen set, most of them have a little two-tiered stamping to do that in. So I'm just going to put that on a block. Now you can stamp it off, which is probably what I'm going to do. So ink it up first, stamp it off on the side, line that up, and they are pretty forgiving if you don't line it up absolutely perfectly. And there you go, so I've coloured in that first flower. Now there's also the double flower in this set. So that's that one, and I've stamped that off again. So ink it up, stamp it off again. And there's those two flowers coloured in. There's another smaller one. And I believe that's this flower here, which I'm not doing a very good job of lining up at the moment. So sorry, just bear with me. Okay. And if it doesn't quite cover it like you want, you can go in and do that again, just to get a bit more colour on there. And there's one more flower. So stamping it off yet again. No, I need the bigger one for that one, not that tiny one. Oh, it's not that one as well. All right, you know what? We'll just improvise, because like I said, these are pretty forgiving. So I've used the smaller one again. I'm not sure where my other flower is gone. Okay, and that's coloured in our stamp. Now there's also two leaves in this one. Two leaf sizes, I should say. So I'm going to use my green again. So that's the bigger one there. I'm going to stamp off again as well. Just going to go over that one a little. And grab the little leaf. Go in there with your colour again. Just colour in all those leaves. And you could always blend that in a bit with your aqua painter. Okay, so there is the front bit of your card. I'm just going to get a bit of glue. And put that on. And that's pretty simple. I'm just going to put that side. We might glue that all together at the same time. So I've pre-cut that label, so that is out of a retired set of dies, which is called Stitch So Sweetly. And the greeting I'm using says, wishing you every happiness on this special day. Happiness this special day will bring. And that's also out of a retired set that's called Peaceful Moments. So just going to get that and ink it up in the green while we have it open. Line that up. And there we have it. Now, just to add a little bit of texture and dimension, this is another little flower that's in the hand pinned. So I'm going to stamp it off again, and I'm just going to go round the edge of my greeting a little bit and just put a bit of depth. So it doesn't look quite so bland. There you go. So that's that bit stamped. And for our inside, I've got the flower out of the colours and contour set, because I always like to put a little bit of something in the middle. I'm just going to ink that up there. I think we'll look good. All right, so that's pretty much all of our stamping done, I believe. And it's really just as simple as putting it all together now. So I'll bring back our sheet of DSP. Now just keep in mind when you are doing that, sometimes the pattern has a direction that it goes in. So you don't want to at the last minute realize that you haven't done that correctly. So I'm going to glue that up and put that on the front of my card, like so. And I've also got a little bit of bling here. One there. And here. Don't want to come off my thumb. And I think another one there will work. Okay, so that's the front of your card done. So to do your inside, actually I might do this piece first because that will help me line up our little label. So you just want to make sure that that's centered. Okay. So because I can see a little bit of that flower, I think I might put my little label there. Now remember just to ink up half of that. You don't need, not ink, sorry, glue, because you don't want glue on both sides because it's only going on there. And then we've just got our back. So you can see it slightly hangs over. So again, it's better to put your glue on the back piece of the DSP because that's the small size. So you're going to line that up perfectly there, or as perfectly as you can. And my cutting's a little skew-iff, but I can go back in and chop that a little bit off, trim it off on the bottom later. And then we have it. So one very simple, quick and fun accordion card. So like you can see, it folds out. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for joining us today, guys. I have pre-recorded this because on the actual day that this is being scheduled to appear, it's super busy in the Stewart household. I've got a daughter graduating this week, so we have formal and graduation. So I will check in with your comments in the next couple of days following this, and I look forward to seeing any recreations that you come up with using in what you have in your stash. So thanks again and happy crafting, guys.